For us to be doing it for junior golf across the province, and it's important to me. I mean, I got a lot out of Golf Saskatchewan growing up. They flew me all across the country playing in golf tournaments and stuff like that, so that's part of the reason. But also we just want to try to grow the game across the province, and the best way to do that is to get kids involved and teach them proper etiquette and honesty and integrity and the great things that golf teaches, and so those are kind of our goals, and it should be a fun day.
How different is it now as compared to when you grew up?
Yeah, I mean, when I go home to Weyburn the last couple of years, there used to be 3 or 4 of us that played golf regularly, and every time I go back there's 40, 50 kids. We were out at the Legends yesterday, and there was a girl teaching kids all day long, and it's just great to see. And when I was playing as a kid, golf was kind of almost like a geeky game. Nerds played it, and now it's cool, with Tiger and Ricky Fowler and some of those guys, what they've done for the image of the sport, and it's cool to be able to give back.
Let's talk about the last 4 years for you. You've gone through those moments probably where you go, holy cow, I can't believe I'm golfing with this guy or that guy, and now you're going through a new one with the Open, which we'll talk about in a minute. But are you finding as time has gone on here that you're getting over some of those firsts?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I remember when I played the Sony Open, my first event as a tour member, I was hitting balls next to Ernie, and I was like, wow, I've made it, this is unbelievable. And then I know Ernie now, and he's signed a hat for the charity event here this week, and it's cool. As you go along, you not only meet guys that you've looked up to your whole career, but you also become friends with them. And the same with Weersy, Mike Weir. He was the guy. He was my guy, my role model growing up, and now we play practice rounds together and that kind of thing. So it's pretty neat.
Is it still surreal, or are you kind of over the jitters and the novelty of it?
Well, I guess we'll see next week. I'm going to really try to treat it just as a regular tournament. Prepare the same way and do the same things Monday through Wednesday. But I'm sure that I'm going to have a few more butterflies in my belly on Thursday morning, but we'll see.
We all saw your tweets. What was your reaction when you found out that you were on your way to the Open?
Yeah, I actually opened an email when we were in Toronto Airport, and I read it, and I kind of went back to the top and read it again, and I told my wife, I'm like, I just got in the Open. And she's like, what? And she's screaming and giving me a high five, and there was people looking at us like we were crazy, but yeah, it was pretty cool.
How will that event be different than the ones on the PGA Tour? Have you done much research about Muirfield yet, and how will it differ from what you put up with week to week?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's links golf, so it's a different game. I have played a couple European Tour events over there in Scotland, and I played Muirfield last fall with my dad. We did a little tour of Scotland and played some golf, so I know the course a little bit, but I mean, I'm going to have a lot of work to do from the time I get there till we tee it up on Thursday. But like I said, we're going to try to just treat it like every regular event, and not kind of put it up on a pedestal and keep my emotions at bay.
How tough will that be? I was just going to ask you that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's part of the challenge of your first major, and I feel like I've matured a lot as a player in the past few years, and hopefully that'll show next week.
Strategy-wise, what do you have to do differently in links golf?
Yeah, you want to keep the ball a lot lower, obviously, and you use a lot more 7-8 irons around the green, even putting from 20-30 yards off the green. Those are the kind of nuances and the fun part about links golf. And the one thing, I haven't played a ton, but I've played a couple events over there, and you get a lot of bad breaks, crazy bounces, and actually you have to prepare for that it's going to happen to everyone. And you can hit great shots and end up in a pot bunker and have no shot. So you just got to really stay committed to what you're doing and to your game plan.
Is there someone or something you think about with regards to home when you're on the course that just kind of calms your nerves, or what do you think about as it relates to Saskatchewan when you're going through all you go through here when you're out golfing 18? You
just go to your happy place.
Yeah, right.
No, I mean, being home here especially is about friends and family, and it's nice to be able to do this and see a lot of old faces, especially from Golf Saskatchewan, and just kind of guys that I've played with throughout the years back when I was playing amateur golf and stuff like that in Saskatchewan. So it's cool just to see old friends and family.
Good stuff. Thanks for doing this, Graham. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.